Welcome and thank you for joining. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tiffany Tippin, aka Tiffany New Life, and today we're going to learn how to make Drink2Shrink 2-week splash packs. In order to get started, you're going to need one pre-made gallon of Drink2Shrink, 32 syllable 8-ounce bottles, 1 liter measuring cup, a funnel, a blow dryer, heat gun, a reusable coffee filter, a spoon, scissors, an empty 1-gallon pitcher, flavors, and shrink bands. All right, now that you have sanitized your workstation and hands, it is time to get started. Now we'll be working on a 2-week splash pack, but we'll only be doing 1 week at a time, so you're only going to need 1 pre-made gallon of Drink2Shrink and 16 empty 8-ounce bottles. To make this process easier, we're going to melt our flavor by adding half an ounce of water or Drink2Shrink to the measuring cup and microwaving it for 15 to 20 seconds. Then you will put 1 to 1.5 of the flavor of your choice into the measuring cup. Stir until completely melted, then fill. Once the measuring cup has been filled to the 1 quart line, you're going to stir and then start filling your bottles with the funnel. Be sure to use that reusable coffee filter to prevent any debris going into the bottles, such as herbs or flavor chunks, if there are any, which there shouldn't be because we melted it down. You're also going to want to have an extra bottle of water on the side to top off any of the bottles that weren't filled to the rim. When twisting the lid on these particular bottles that I got from H-E-B, their Hill Country brand, you're just definitely going to want to make sure that you seal them correctly. And that goes for anyone, wherever you get it, whether you decide to get bottles from Uline or H-E-B, wherever you decide, just make sure that you're sealing them correctly so there's no leaks. Now, I didn't show this on camera, but the empty 1-gallon pitcher was necessary so that I can pour the water from the 8-ounce bottles into it. So 16 8-ounce bottles of water equals 1 gallon. That's why I poured them into the 1-gallon pitcher that was empty, and I placed it to the side so that I can use it for the next gallon of Drink2Shrink that I'll be needing for the next week's supply. When it comes to flavors, this is solely based on preference and brand, so you do what works best for you. But for the sake of this video, I will explain that the Skittles brand, I use 1 package of the flavor per quart. Other brands, I will use 1.5 package unless it's Crush. So for Crush and for Skittles, those are the main 2 brands that I would only use 1. For all other brands like Jolly Rancher, Starburst, or Hawaiian Punch, I would probably use anywhere between 1 and 1.5 packages of flavor. For the splash packs, I offer my customers up to 4 different flavors. Anything after 4 flavors is an additional fee of 50 cents. You can charge what you want or offer anywhere between 1 and 8 flavors. It's up to you. As you see here in the video, the process is pretty repetitive, so once you have it down, all you have to do is continue to follow the process over and over until you're done. As you notice in the background, I do have a bucket. Now this is for the convenience of myself and my customers so that whenever I'm done making the splash packs, I have something to deliver it to them in. Now, whenever they place their next order, I do take the first bucket back and replace it with a new batch of Drink2Shrink and a new bucket. Now that I've wrapped up the first week, I'm going to go ahead and start on the second week splash pack. So I'm going to need 1 quart of Drink2Shrink and a gallon with 3 quarts of water. I'm going to go ahead and add the Drink2Shrink to the water, put the lid on, shake it, and get started on the second week supply or the second splash pack. So here we are starting the process again. We're going to take half an ounce of Drink2Shrink or water. We're going to microwave it for 15 seconds so that we can melt the flavor. We're going to mix in the flavor, stir it, and then we're going to go ahead and fill the liter measuring cup up to 1 quart, stir, and then start filling the bottles again. This process is going to be repeated over and over until you're done with the second splash pack. Now that we're done filling the bottles, we're going to go ahead and add the shrink bands and use the blow dryer or your heat gun to go ahead and seal them. The Drink to Shrink shelf life is 2 weeks, so I recommend adding a label or marking the lid with a marker. You can add the flavor and the expiration date at the top of the lid, or you can use the small sticker and add the flavor and expiration on the sticker and then add it on the bottle. It's completely up to you and what works best for you. And ta-da, guys, here it is, the 2-week splash pack, aka 32 8-ounce bottles of Drink to Shrink. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.